Hello, welcome to CP, Honest Opinions. Let's talk about the lanterns. I am looking forward to lanterns. I cannot wait for it. But, as we heard before, sounds like we are going to have to wait for it a little bit longer. Because it's now been verified, this time by The Wrap. And not just from The Wrap. The CEO of HBO, Blois, I believe his name is, has confirmed that they have pushed lanterns to an undetermined date in the late summer of 2026. Now, some of you guys might remember that The Hollywood Reporter let it out that they were going to move lanterns to the end of summer, which would mean it is now going to be coming out after Supergirl, when it was going to come out prior to Supergirl. Then more statements came out saying, oh no, those movies coming out at the beginning of the summer. Like, all right, but Hollywood Reporter stood their ground and said, no, we heard it's going to be out of summer. And now HBO has made it official, it's coming out after summer. Now, the date change on its own isn't really that big of a deal. I mean, it's a couple of months, okay? It's not too terribly much. But the part that's really interesting, and we kind of touched on this before when this report first came out, was the fact that this could have overall story implications for the DCU, considering the plan always was that in line of linear storytelling, Lanterns was going to come out first. We were going to have Lanterns, we were going to have seen Lanterns, and all the events that happened in it, and then Supergirl was going to hit theaters. Now that it's coming out after Supergirl, it raises some questions. Questions like, does this mean that the two really aren't all that connected? Like, some people were thinking we're going to see Lanterns, and in the last episode there's going to be a big post-credit scene in the final episode that sets up Supergirl. Well, clearly that's not the case. And, you know, it has raised the question. James Gunn always said, when he was setting this thing up, that he wasn't going to make it so anybody had any homework to do to watch any of the new DC stuff. But it started to look like maybe there would be, and that, like, we were wondering, is Lanterns going to be required viewing for somebody? Is somebody going to have to sign up to HBO to watch Lanterns in order to go and watch Supergirl? Well, apparently not, because if they're able to just take it and move it to the other side of it, apparently won't be all that connected. So the one bad thing in this for me, moving in a couple of months, not a big deal, whether how connected is Supergirl, whatever, it just sucks because it is my most anticipated thing. Late summer 2026, well, that could very easily become early fall 2026 to mid-fall 2026. I don't know, it just bums me out. You heard about this. What's your takeaway from it? And what repercussions or ramifications are there by this move, if any? Well, I think first and foremost, they're looking at what Peacemaker Season 2 did, and they're slotting this into where Peacemaker Season 2 is slotted in this year. So I think they've seen it. Oh, okay, a DC show worked well, you know, end of August into September. So, and October. So I guess that could be part of their thinking. But two, I would hope that if they are, like you, this is my most anticipated DC project, only because I love Green Lantern, and it's wild that they're bringing these two Green Lanterns together. We've already seen Guy Gardner. I'm just really curious about it from a mythology standpoint, a universe standpoint. I love the actors they've cast as Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Brilliant idea. It was a great idea. So I'm really excited about this show. And like you, I'm disappointed that we have to wait longer. But I do have faith that they'll figure out a way to tie it in. Because obviously, I'm curious, are we going to see, they say it takes place on Earth, but that doesn't mean we won't get a glimpse of Oa or the Guardians, and if Supergirl has a cosmic element to it, you know, if they follow the storyline that Tom King wrote, they're going to be in space for the majority of this movie, while space and other planets. It's pretty big, though. It's true, as he's out Ludig. But I mean that the Green Lantern Corps is a big part of the DC cosmic mythology. So I'm just hoping that, you know, they're giving it the time they need to make it great. And it is HBO, and I'm willing to give HBO the benefit of the doubt. So I think that there's a number of reasons. I don't think we need to be worried about anything. I just think that I think they have Like James Gunn said earlier that we reported on, he doesn't quite know how HBO does everything that they do. So I would defer to HBO. They haven't let me down very much. So I'm still looking forward to this show. I can't wait to see Supergirl, but I really, like you, can't wait to see this, and I don't like having to wait either. What do you think about this? HBO has confirmed that Lanterns has been moved to the end of the summer of 2026, which means it's now coming out after Supergirl instead of before. Does this worry you? Does it cause any concern? Does it give you any theories about how they are or are not going to be directly connected to each other? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel.